So hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Mimi Dollars collection. So today we'll be making this beautiful butterfly beaded bag in 14 detail rows. The video is quite long, but I made it very simple and easy for you. So straight up, let us dive into the video. Materials used: I'm using sugar beads in yellow, black and clear crystal white. I didn't have the chalk white. I'm using the clear crystal white. And then fishing line 0.7 for your sugar beads and our scissors for cutting. So for the first ring, this is the first row, okay? The first row, and this is the first ring. So please just watch on the screen and see how I place my beads. Okay, 3 black beads on my left hand, 1 black bead on my right hand, and I'm going to cross into the last black bead. So please just watch your screen. I'm going to be talking less because it is very detailed, okay? So we are done with the first ring. This is the first ring done. This is the second ring. Okay, so you place your beads like this. All right, and I'll be crossing into the last black bead. As I said, I'll be speaking less because it is very detailed. So just watch your screen to see how I place the beads, okay? This is the third ring. You can see how I place my beads across. This is very simple to make. Just follow the rings step by step. The fourth ring, this is the fourth ring. Please do not forget to comment, like, share, and turn on your bell notification. Thank you. So this is the fourth ring. For the fifth ring, as you can see on the screen, you place your beads this way. And at the end of the day, you are going to make your beautiful butterfly bag. Someone ordered 4 of the bags and I decided to make this tutorial so that we all can benefit from it. The 6th ring, this is the 6th ring. This is the 6th ring. The 7th ring. This is the 7th ring. The 8th ring. So we are making the middle part of the butterfly, okay? And then from here, we'll start to develop the bottom part and the upper part, okay? The 9th ring, we are going to be making up to 20 rings. So please watch it carefully. We are making up to 20 rings. The 10th ring, this is for the 10th ring. As you can see, This is the 10th ring, the 11th ring, the 10th and the 11th ring at the middle of the bag, okay? The 12th ring, as you can see, this is the 12th ring. We are making the other side of the half, okay? The 13th ring, 13th ring, the 14th ring, 14th ring, the 15th ring, as you can see, the 16th ring, the 17th ring, as you can see, the 18th ring, the 19th ring. We are almost done with the first row. 19th ring, and finally we are going to make the 20th ring, okay? So you place your beads like this. We are turning from left to right towards where we have the white bead. We are turning to the white direction, okay? So you add your 2 black beads first, and then you cross with the white bead, as you can see. We are turning to the right direction where the white bead is, as you can see. So we have our 20 rings done and the first row is complete, okay? We are done with the first row. Row 2, we are starting row 2. On my left fishing line, I'm going to begin with 3 black beads, okay? I'm using the loop method for the weaving. So just keep watching what I'm doing. You start with 3 black beads into the next yellow bead and moving to the next yellow bead. I'll add my 2 yellow beads. This bag is very simple to make. As you follow the lines, you're going to make it beautifully done. Into the next black bead, I'll add 2 yellow beads. So I'm using the loop method because the line is quite long and I want it to be very firm, okay? Just weave your normal weaving and you are good to go. Make sure you pull and tighten your work, okay? Into the next black bead, I'll add 2 yellow beads. cross, and please make sure you're pulling your work. You want to have a very sturdy bag. Into the next black bead, I add 2 yellow beads. Into the next black bead, into the next black bead, I add yellow cross with black. Okay, you add your yellow bead first, you cross with the black bead. Into the next yellow bead, I go into the next yellow bead and I add 2 black beads. So we are stretching our lines, okay? We are stretching the black lines, okay? All the lines, we are stretching them. Into the next yellow bead, as we weave and go, you're going to understand what I mean by we are stretching the lines, okay? I'll fix my my yellow bead first, and then I'll cross with the black bead. So this is what you have. We are almost in the middle. Okay. Into the next yellow bead, I'm going to add my 2 black beads. Now we are in the middle. Okay. I'm going to go into the next black bead. I'll add my 2 black beads. Into the next black bead. I'm going to add my 2 black beads. 2 black beads. I cross into the next yellow bead. We are making the other part of the butterfly, okay? This is the middle. We want to complete the other side. And basically, we are copying what we did for the first half, all right? But let's go. I add my 2 black beads, cross with the last one added into the next yellow bead. I add my 2 beads. Okay, we are making the other side yellow first before the black. Yellow, and then you cross with the black bead. Into the next yellow bead. I'm going to add in my 2 black beads. So we have 14 rows. This is the second row. We are left with 12 simple rows into the next black bead, and the 5th row is the easiest row. Okay, I add my 2 yellow beads and I cross. Please do not forget to hit the like button, share, and please leave your comments. If there's any bag you'd like me to make, please drop it in the comment section. I add my 2 yellow beads into the next black bead. Guys, please, I didn't have the chalk white bead. That's why I'm using the crystal clear white bead. So please, the chalk white is better. Okay, I'm going to be showing you the difference at the end. All right, into the next black bead, I add my 2 yellow beads. We are almost done with row 2. Into the next yellow bead, into the next yellow bead, I add the yellow, cross with the black bead. Yellow, you cross into the black bead. And finally, we are going to go into the white bead, into our white bead. That same fishing line we are turning, okay? You add your 2 black beads and you cross into the last one added. So finally, we are done with the second row. Isn't this simple? Please let me get your comments in the comment section if this video is helpful. So this is what you get at this point. This is the second row. Now we are moving to the third row. You will start with 3 black beads. This is the third row. Okay. We're starting with 3 black beads. I'll cross into the last one added. I'm going to go into the next yellow bead. As you can see, the lines are very simple to make, okay? I'll add my black bead first, and then I'm going to cross into the yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead, I'm going to add my 2 yellow beads. Into the next yellow bead, I'll add 2 yellow beads. When I said it's detailed, I mean it. It is extremely detailed, okay? Into the next yellow bead, I add my 2 yellow beads. There was no way I could make the video shorter because I need you to pick every single row perfectly, okay? Into the next yellow bead, I will add my 2 black beads. Please feel free to use any bead of your choice. You can use the plastic, you can use the pearl, any bead of your choice, okay? So we are stretching this line, okay? We are creating this black line, as you can see on this side. And we are going to repeat same for the other side. Into the next black bead, yes, we are going to create a line on the other side as well. I'll add my 2 yellow beads. I cross into the next yellow bead. I add my 2 yellow beads. Into the next black bead, I add my 2 yellow beads. Into the next black bead, I add 2 black beads. Into the next black bead, I add the black and then cross into the yellow. Black, cross into the yellow. So this section we are making is the lower part of the butterfly, okay? Into the next black bead, I add 2 yellow beads, cross into the yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads and I cross. Into the next black bead, I'll add yellow and cross with the black. We are stretching the black line to the other direction, okay? As you can see, okay? We are going to stretch the black line as well. Into the next yellow bead, yes, we'll stretch it this way, as you can see. I'm going to add black and then cross into the yellow bead. Black and cross into the yellow bead. We are almost done with the third row. As you can see, we are creating this beautiful line in the middle. Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads. Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads. Cross into the yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead, I'll add 2 yellow beads. Sorry about the noise, guys. Okay, we are almost done. We have 3 lines this way, and on this side we have 3 lines. Okay, into the next yellow bead I add 2 black beads. I cross into the last one added, and finally we are going into the last black bead, into the last black bead, and I add my 2 black beads at the end into the same fishing line we inserted. We are turning. I'm going to cross this over and pull. So we are done with the 3rd row. As you can see, if you have it up to this point, congratulations, you are doing the right thing. Okay, now into the 4th row, you are going to insert your fishing line into the 2nd bead. We are ignoring all the first beads. Okay, please take note, your fishing line should be in the 2nd black bead. So we are going to begin with our 3 black beads. 3 black beads. I'll cross into the last one added. As you can see, we are doing the reduction method. Okay. Into the next yellow bead. I'll add my black and then cross with yellow. We are doing the reduction method. Make sure you ignore the last bead at this point. Okay, this is our 4th row. Into the next yellow bead, we add 1 black bead and cross with the yellow bead. Okay, into the next yellow bead, we are going to add our 2 black beads because we are still stretching the line. We are stretching the black line. Okay. As you can see, this is what your work should look like. Into the next black bead, we are going to add our 2 yellow beads. Guys, please, if you have been watching up to this point, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you have not done so. Thank you. Into the next yellow bead, we are going to add our 2 yellow beads. Into the next yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead. We add our 2 yellow beads. You cross into the yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead. We are going to add our 2 yellow beads. cross with the last one added, and we are almost done with the first half of the butterfly. Into the next black bead, we are going to add our 2 black beads. We are in the middle. Okay. Into the next black bead, and we are going to add 1 black cross with yellow, and we are done with the middle part. We are doing the second half. Into the next yellow bead, we are just going to repeat what we did on this other half. Okay, we add our 2 yellow beads, cross into the last one added, into the next yellow bead, I'm going to add 2 yellow beads, just what we did for the first half. We are doing it again. Okay, as you can see, into the next black bead, into the next yellow bead. Please forgive me. I add 2 yellow beads. I'm going to go into the next black bead. I'll add my yellow and cross into the black. Okay, I'll add the yellow, cross into the black so that we can stretch the black line, and cross into the next yellow bead. Guess the 2 colors we'll be using. Okay, we are repeating what we have done on this side. We are going to repeat it here. I'm going to pick my black and then cross into the yellow because we are stretching the black line. Okay, we cross into the yellow bead, and I pull. Please make sure your work is firm. Pull it as tight as you can. Okay, into the next yellow bead, I'll add my 2 beads, black first, and then I'll cross with the yellow. Remember, we are ignoring the last beads, so we are going to end on the second bead on this side. So into the yellow bead, I add my 2 black beads. We are almost done. And finally, we are going to go into the black bead. We are leaving out the first bead because we are doing the reduction. Into this same fishing line I inserted, I'm going to add my 2 black beads and cross, and finally we are done with the 4th row. So because we are doing the reduction method, I'm going to insert my fishing line into the next bead backwards. Okay, so this is what you should have. Okay, or you can just cross it and pull. This is what you should have for your first row. Okay, and we are going to apply the reduction method again. We'll start from the second bead. We are ignoring the first bead, so we are doing this reduction again. So this is the 5th row. As you can see, we are starting with the second bead, or we are starting on the second bead. So we are going to begin as usual with 3 black beads. We are going to cross and pull. Okay, this is how your work should look like. Into the next black bead. And if you have been following carefully, I said the 5th row is the easiest row. Okay, because we are going to be repeating the same thing over and over. You're going to start with black and then you cross with yellow, and you do it till you get to the middle part of the bag. Okay, and this will be done 6 times. So this is the first one I'm doing. Black, you cross the yellow. I'm going to go into the next bead. You repeat it 5 times and I'll meet you in the middle. Black cross yellow, black cross yellow. As you can see, black, you cross with the yellow. I did it 6 times, as you can see. Okay, this is the first one I did, and then 5 more times. So this, the 5th row is very simple. So I'm going to go into the next black bead. So we are in the middle, and this same thing we have done, we'll repeat it on the other side. So when you get to the middle, you add your 2 black beads. Okay, I'm going to go into the next black bead, into the next black bead. Okay, we are repeating what we have done on this side. I'll add my black and then cross with yellow, and we are going to repeat this 5 more times again. All right, this is it. So I'm going to repeat the same thing we did here 5 more times. Black will cross the yellow, and I'll meet you at the end. So this is it. Black, you cross with the yellow. Black, you cross with the yellow, because we want to have a straight line of black beads. Okay, I'm going to end with these 2 beads because we are ignoring the first bead. I'm going to go into the next black bead. I'll add my 2 black beads. We are almost done. Row 5 is the easiest. Okay, 2 black beads. And finally, we are going to end on the second bead on this side, because we are still doing the reduction to form the shape of the butterfly. So because we are doing the reduction, I'll just go backward, or you can cross it over and pull. Okay, because my line is long enough, I'll just weave it in so that we can continue. But this time around, please pay attention to row 6. It gets more interesting as we move. So this is the 5th row complete, and this is how your work should be, or this is what your work should look like, okay, for the 5th row. Now, moving on, this is the 6th row. Please pay attention. We are starting from the 3rd bead. You count up to 3 beads, okay? On both the left and the right side. We'll end on the 3rd bead. We are leaving out the first 2 beads. We want to carve that beautiful bottom of the butterfly. So we are starting with 3 black beads as usual. We want to start shaping the butterfly's legs, or the bottom part of the butterfly. Okay, into the next black bead, we have a straight line of black. Okay, I'm going to add my 2 black beads, and I will cross with the second black bead. Into the next black bead, I'll add my 2 yellow beads. Okay, cross into the second yellow bead. Into the next black bead, I'll add my 2 yellow beads, cross with the second one added, or cross into the second one. Okay. Into the next black bead, I pick my 2 yellow beads, insert it and cross into the second one added. Now we are in the middle, okay? The middle, into the next black bead in the middle, okay? I'm going to add my 2 black beads. I'll cross with the last one added. Into the next black bead, I add my black, and cross into the yellow. Black and cross into the yellow. So we are repeating what we have done on this side, okay? Into the next black bead, I'm going to add my 2 yellow beads, cross and pull. Into the next black bead, I'll add my 2 yellow beads, cross, into the next black bead. So right here, we are supposed to add the yellow and then cross with black. So that is why I said watch it carefully, okay? I realized this later and I had to change this, but I couldn't record that part. Can you see? So if you're vigilant enough, you see that, okay? I'm so sorry about this error. So into the next black bead, you will add your 2 black beads. So this is the only mistake I made here, and that is why I'm saying you should correct it, okay? So always watch the first part and then use the first part to make the second part, okay? Into the next bead, we are leaving now the last 2 beads, okay? We are going to add our 2 black beads and then we are going to cross and pull. So we pull it out and this is what we have. As you can see, okay, please make sure you correct that whilst beading, okay? Please make sure you correct that. So we are moving to the 7th row, okay? So I'm starting with 3 black beads, 3 black beads. So we'll start with 3 black beads and I cross into the next black bead, into the next black bead. I add my 2 yellow beads and I cross with the last one added, okay? Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads and cross with the second yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads. I cross with the second one added. Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads. and cross. Finally, we are in the middle. Okay, in the middle, into the black bead in the middle, we are going to add our 2 black beads. 2 black beads, cross with the second one into the next black bead. I'll add my black and then cross with the yellow. Okay, so we are doing the second half of the bag. Please make sure you watch it at every stage so that you do not make this mistake I made. All right, I add my 2 yellow beads, cross with the second one into the next yellow bead. I add my 2 yellow beads and cross into the next yellow bead. I add 2 yellow beads and cross. Okay, so we are repeating this side. So into the next black bead, I'll add 1 yellow because we have 4 here. I'm going to add 1 yellow and then cross with the black bead. Finally, into the last black bead, I'll add my 2 black beads and then we'll make it 10. All right. You see, the mistake was not visible too much because it is in the middle. Okay, but if you were drawing the lines, you will see that there was an error. Okay, so this is what your work should look like. So we are on the 8th row. So we are almost done with the bottom. So you add black, white and cross into the yellow bead. So this is what you should have. Okay, so black, white, cross into the yellow. Into the next yellow bead, I add my 2 yellow beads, cross into the next yellow bead. I add 2 yellow beads and cross into the next yellow bead. Add 2 yellow beads and cross into the next yellow bead. You fix your 2 black beads so that we can stretch the middle line since we are making the bottom part of the butterfly. So I add 2 black beads. Now we are in the middle. As you can see, we are stretching the black line. So I'll add 1 white and then cross with the black bead. Okay, white cross into the black bead, into the next black bead in the middle. We are going to repeat the same thing, white and then cross with the black bead. As you can see, so this is what you have. So we are going to stretch the black line on the other side. So the second part is a mirror of the first part. Okay, so I added my black bead and cross with orange, sorry, with the yellow with the yellow bead. Okay, as you can see, we are curving this bottom part of the butterfly. So I'm adding a new fishing line. So we are adding our 2 yellow beads, the same thing we have done for the first half. 2 yellow beads. I cross. Okay. I'm going to go into the next yellow bead. I'll add my 2 yellow beads, cross it, and pull. Into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads, and I cross. And finally, we are going into the last black bead. We are turning, so I'll add the black and then cross into the white. Okay, I'll cross into the white. So we are done with this row. This is what you should have. You can see the error showing there, but it's fine. Okay, so for the 9th row, your fishing line should be in the white bead. So we'll start with our 3 black beads. Okay, 3 black beads, cross into the last one, I'm going to go into the next yellow bead. I'll add my 2 black beads. We are almost done with the bottom. We have one more line to go and we'll be done. Okay, into the next yellow bead, I'm going to add the black, cross with the yellow. Into the next yellow bead, I'll add my black and then I'll cross with the white. We are almost done. So this section, we are going to divide it into 2. Okay, so I'm going to go into the last black bead on this side. This is where we are ending. We are going to turn and weave one more time. On that same fishing line, I'll add 2 black beads. So we are not going to weave in the white beads that are in the middle. Okay, and then we are applying the reduction process or the reduction method, and we are going to weave one more time. So I will start from the second bead, ignore the first beads. Okay, so I'm going to start from the second bead. I'll weave my fishing line in. Okay, as you can see, we want to separate the bottom part. So this is the 10th row, which is the last row. So we are going to start from here and end here. So we are weaving through 3 beads only. Okay, is the reduction process on both sides. So I will start from the second bead as I showed you. We are going to add your beads like this, black, white, and then cross with the last black bead added. Okay, so this is what you have. I'm going to go into the second bead or the next bead, into the next black bead, and I'm going to add my 2 beads. I'm going to add black and cross with the white bead. Okay, and I'm going to go into the last bead because we are ignoring the first and the last bead. So this is the last bead. You can choose to turn, you can choose to cross it. Okay, it doesn't matter the fishing line, you're adding your last two black beads. I'm going to cross and pull. So finally we are done with one part of the bottom. Okay, so this is what it should look like. We are going to copy this on this other side. All right, so for the other side you need just two lines to go and we are done. I'll let you do this one and I'll meet you when you are done. Okay, just the last two lines, the 9th and 10th line. So this is it. I am done with mine, and this is how beautiful it looks. We are going to curve the upper part of the bag. Okay, the butterfly looks so beautiful. We'll curve the upper part of the bag. Okay, so this is the 11th row. We need just 4 rows to go. This is the 11th row. You start with your 3 black beads, cross with the last one added. Okay, so please watch it carefully. The 11th row, the upper part of the butterfly is very simple. Okay, into the next black bead we are going to add 2 yellow beads. So eventually the first line we are stretching all the lines. Okay, so I'll add my 2 yellow beads, cross. This is what I'm talking about. We're stretching the lines into the next yellow bead. Eventually I'm going to add my 2 yellow beads. Okay, 2 yellow beads. I cross with the second one added. Into the next yellow bead we are stretching the lines, therefore you add 2 black beads. Okay, into the next yellow bead. Sorry about this, guys. So I'm going to add my 2 black beads so that we can stretch that line. I'll add 2 black beads, cross with the second bead. I'm going to go into the next black bead because we are stretching the line. When I go into the black bead, I'm going to add 2 yellow beads so that we can stretch all the lines. Okay, and we'll end in the middle. The upper part we are curving as well. We are doing the reduction from the middle part. Okay, so please keep watching. When I go into the next yellow, I'm going to add my 2 yellow beads, cross with the second one added. Into the next yellow bead, I add my 2 yellow beads, cross with the second one. Into the next yellow bead, I add my 2 yellow beads, cross. Finally, we are going to go into the last yellow bead. We are leaving the 2 black beads in the middle because this is the middle part. So these 2 black beads, do not weave into them. Okay, so we'll end with this yellow bead on this side. The same thing we'll do for the other side. So that same fishing line I inserted, I'm going to add my 2 black beads, and I said we'll be doing the reduction from the middle. So I'll insert it over here. As you can see, we are curving this part. I'm going to weave my fishing line to the second bead. Okay, into the second bead. So you are not touching the 2 black beads in the middle because they are going to form the middle part of the beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Okay, So I'm going into the second bead in the middle. That is the yellow bead. And this is row 12. We have 2 more rows to go. Let's do the row 12. Okay. So for the row 12, because we are stretching the lines, okay, we add 2 black beads first and then we cross into the yellow. 2 black beads first and then we cross into the yellow. Okay. I'm using the loop method to make my work firm. If you want me to show you how to use this loop method properly, you can drop that in the comment section. Okay. So into the next yellow bead, I add 2 yellow beads. Okay. I add 2 yellow beads. Into the next yellow bead, we are stretching the lines. Therefore, we'll add our 2 yellow beads. 2 yellow beads. Into the next yellow bead. Please watch it carefully. Okay. Into the next yellow bead, we are adding our 2 yellow beads. We are going to cross and pull. Now we are going into the black bead and we are still stretching the line. Please watch it carefully. We'll add our yellow and cross with the black. Okay. Yellow, cross with the black bead. Okay. We are going to go into the next yellow bead. We'll add our black beads. Black first and then cross with the yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead, we are going to add our 2 black beads. We are not stretching the yellow lines at the ends, okay? So please, that's why I said watch carefully. So I'm going to add my 2 beads. We are turning. You add your black bead first and we are going to turn into the white bead. Okay. This is what you have. Please make sure you pull your work and we are done with the 12th row or row 12. This is row 13. Your fishing line should be in the white bead for row 13. On the back fishing line, you add your 3 black beads. We have 1 more row to go to complete this beautiful butterfly bag. Please watch it carefully. Okay. Into the next black bead. You fix your 2 black beads. Okay. The sides and the top of the butterfly is black. So please watch it carefully. Into the next black bead, I add my white bead first and then I cross with the yellow. That's why I said you should watch it carefully. White and cross into the yellow. So into the next yellow bead, I'm going to add black and then cross with yellow. Please watch. Yes, I'm adding black before I cross with the yellow bead. That's why I said you should watch it carefully. Black, cross yellow, because the ends of the butterfly are black, okay? Into the next yellow bead, I'll add my black bead and cross with the yellow bead. Into the next yellow bead, I'll add the black and I will cross with the yellow bead. Into the last yellow bead, we are not touching the last black bead. Into the last bead, which is the yellow bead, this same fishing line we inserted, we are adding 2 beads and we are going to do the reduction for the last time. So we are going to do the reduction for the last time. So we are going into the 14th row. So we are done with the 13th row. I'll move my fishing line to the second bead. So we are almost done. Okay. So your fishing line should be in the second bead on the 14th row. Okay. And on your back fishing line, you start with your 3 black beads because the top and the sides of the butterfly are black. Okay. You add your 3 black beads into the next black bead. I'm going to add 2 black beads. Please watch it carefully. Into the next black bead. Into the next black bead. I'm going to pick up my black and white. I will add the black bead first and cross with the white bead. Into the next white bead, we are going to add our black. We'll repeat the same thing. Black, you cross with the white, okay? Cross with the white, okay? Into the next black bead, we are going to add 2 black beads. We are almost done, and finally into the very last bead, we are going to add our last 2 black beads. It doesn't matter the fishing line you add it, but we are done. So for the upper part of the bag is 4 lines, 11 to 14 lines. So you are going to repeat it on this side, okay? It is very simple. 4 lines, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so repeat it on this side as well. I'll let you do that. And this is mine. This is beautiful, so beautiful. And this is the one I made with the chalk crystal white beads. Okay, the chalk sugar bead, sorry. So this is how it looks. This is, can you see the difference? Okay, this is the chalk white and this is the clear crystal white bead. So to weave the sides of the bag, I'm not going to be doing that. The aim of this video is to show you how to weave the butterfly. So you start from the 3rd bead at the upper part of the bag, okay? So when you get to this point, you go through one bead. If you are creating space inside your bag, you go through these beads through one bead, and you are going to weave all around one time, two times. It's okay. This is what I did here. Okay, so you start from the top. Okay, you count 3 beads from the top because we have 6 beads on this upper part of the bag. So you place it like this, and then you start joining from the top. Okay, you start joining from the top. If you can't do this, please watch my previous video. I'm going to insert the back handle too on top, but the aim of this video is to show you how to make this butterfly bag. I'm going to do the rest off camera. If there are any questions, please ask in the comment section. I'm going to answer them for you. Okay, so this is how beautiful it looks. All right, so guys, finally I'm done. It's very tasking to join this bag because of the shape, but trust me, the stress is worth it because this bag is so beautiful and it's so cute. For the back handle, if you need a tutorial on how to make a back handle, please drop it down in the comment section. I would like to see your own bag. Try to make it and get back to me. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for always stopping by. Until I see you in my next video, it's bye.